Good morning, children. I hope everybody is fine and safe by the grace of God. And God has graciously given one more day in our life. Okay, children. So today is a perfect time to pray, to love, to care, to smile, to relax, and to thank God for giving us one more day in our life. So let us begin this day happily in celebrating this day. Okay, shall we move on to the next new prose lesson? Okay, we will talk about the Queen of Boxing, the new prose lesson. We will be doing it now. Okay, before moving on to this prose lesson, I would like to ask few introductory questions. Everybody is familiar with sports and games. Is there anybody who doesn't like games period or playing games? Everybody likes to play games, right? So you can see this picture over here, right? You can see there's so many pictures here. That is all about the various sports equipments, and the children are playing games. See here, it is the sports equipment. Okay, okay. There are spear, rackets, then you have sticker, then you have bow and arrow. So many balls are there. Okay, and children are playing games. I'm going to ask you one question. What is your favorite sport? Everybody will tell, Miss, I like hockey. I like to play hockey, cricket, football. Everybody, each one of you have your favorite game, right? Then, have you ever won the medals? Some will say, yes, Miss, I have won the medals. But before moving on to this lesson, one more question is there, that is, have you heard about women celebrities who's very good in sports and games? Can you name some of the celebrities? You have it in your English reader. Can you name some of the celebrities' name? If you know, you can tell me. I think that is one is Sania Mirza. P.T. Usha, you can say. Then she is a good athlete. Then P.V. Sindhu, no, the recent player. These people are some of the women celebrities. So one more women celebrity today, what we are going to learn is about a boxer. Her name is MC Mary Kom. We are going to learn about Mary Kom, who is an international boxer who wins several gold medals, and we are going to learn about Mary Kom in detail. Okay, children? The only women boxer to have won a medal in each of the 6 world championships. I have been honored with Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan award for my wonderful achievement in the field of sports. I wrote an autobiography, Unbreakable, in the year 2013, and that is the extract what you are going to learn today in your lesson. I hope you will enjoy in learning about me. Children, I told that we are going to learn in detail about Mary Kom. Every lesson when we move, we will learn about the author in detail. So here, Mary Kom, in her autobiography, she has written an autobiography about herself. What do you mean by the word autobiography? Autobiography means self-written account of the life of oneself. Okay. Here Mary Kom is writing an autobiography about herself and what are the medals she has won in the boxing and how she went for a tour to international places, so many places, and how she was able to cope up with all the situations. See here, MC Mary Kom is a boxer, okay, boxer and the winner of 5 World Boxing Championships and an Olympic bronze medal in 2012. As a schoolgirl, she used to play a variety of sports, hockey, football and athletics. Inspired by Manipuri boxer Dinko Singh, who won gold at the Asian Games in 1998, Mary Kom took up boxing. She won the first medal of silver in Pennsylvania, USA in 2001. She is the only woman boxer to have won a medal in each one of the 6 World Championships. She was honored with the Padma Shri Award in the year 2010 and Padma Bhushan Award in the year 2013 for her wonderful achievement in the field of sports. She wrote her autobiography Unbreakable in 2013. I told that is the book Unbreakable in the year 2013 was written by Mary Kom. She has explained everything else in detail, and you can listen to that autobiography what she has written, and you can enjoy this lesson, learning this lesson. Okay. See, Mary Kom is being called as the Queen of Boxing. This is the topic. The Queen of Boxing you are going to learn. See, Mary Kom came from a poor family. She took interest in boxing and pursued the same with great difficulty. She participated in the Women Boxing Championship in USA in the year 2001 and won the silver medal. And she is the only women boxer who have won the medal in each of the 6 World Championships, and she received Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri Award in the field of sports. And she has explained detail that how she went to America, and how she belonged to a poor family. She was not having enough money, and how his father has given money, and 2 MLAs who supported, MPs who supported her in giving the money, and with that amount of money she was happy to move to USA, and she achieved a medal, silver medal. And then after that, after her marriage, she started to receive so many gold medals, and she won a hat trick of World Championship wins and was christened Queen of Boxing, and Magnificent Mary has been the name suggested to her. Okay. Now, we'll move on to the next paragraph of the lesson. You have all these, whatever I'm reading is in your reader, children. I want everybody to open your reader and listen to me. Okay. As it is in the reader, we are not going to deal with the full lesson today. Only half lesson we are going to learn, and the remaining half will be taught in the next week. Okay, whatever I am reading, you please open your reader and follow my reading. If you don't have your reader, just listen to me. Okay. Soon after the Bangkok Championship, I was selected in 48 kg category for the International Boxing Association. Who has been selected? Mary Kom has been selected for the International Boxing Association, and World Women's Boxing Championship in Pennsylvania, USA in December 2001. My father managed to collect only 2,000 for my trip. I was both upset and very worried because I heard of how expensive things were in America. With 2,000 rupees, how can she manage to go to America? She was very much worried, because she has been selected in the 48 kg category for the International Boxing Association. What is happening here? But there was nothing my parents or I could do. I spoke to Onler. Onler means it's a coach. Okay, one of my friends, and about my problem, he invited a few students and elders who went to meet the 2 members of parliament, MPs, and seek their help. 2 MPs donated 5,000 rupees and rupees 3,000 respectively, and I suddenly had rupees 10,000 in my hands. So what happened? His father was giving 2,000 and the two MPs started to give 5,000 plus 3,000 and her father's money, altogether 10,000 she was having in her hand, and she was so happy that she can be able to manage to go to America for her women's boxing championship in Pennsylvania in USA. So she was ready with the amount to move on to USA. We'll just see what is happening there. With this princely sum and a little more that had been collected from people, I left the US, and I was relieved to have money in my pocket, and I knew that I could not come back empty-handed after all the efforts that people had made on my behalf. So Mary Kom, what she's telling, Mary Kom thought that she could not return empty-handed after all the efforts that people made for her trip. So she doesn't want to put people into disappointment. Her ambition is that she has to win the gold medal and come back to India so that she can make the people happy, because so much effort is being put up for Mary Kom, and people have collected money for her, and with much effort she reached America. So she was just thinking that with this effort I have to make the people happy, and I have to do something before reaching my place. Pennsylvania was cold and beautiful. She is just explaining about America. It was snowing. We were confined to the sports arena, but what little I saw was pleasing to the eye. The people were enormously nice too. It was the first time in my life that I had traveled so far, and I was looking forward to seeing what America was all about. So she was just giving a brief description about America, how it is snowing, and this was the first time for her traveling so far. I was looking forward to seeing what America was all about. But since we were in the last team to arrive, we went straight to the sporting arena from the airport. The other teams had already completed their wait-in, which is compulsory for all players, and I was tired and suffering from the jet lag. Jet lag means what? What is the meaning of the word jet lag? Jet lag means tiresomeness after a long flight journey. She was very tired, and she was very much worried that if the sport, that is if the competition is going to be conducted on the same day, she'll be very tired. But to her surprise, what is happening? The other teams had already completed their wait-in, which is compulsory for all players, and I was tired and suffering from jet lag. And on that particular day, she was not being allotted any competition at all. She was so happy in hearing that. It had been morning when I left, and here it was morning again. After weighing in, I found out that I did not have any match on that day. So she was already tired and she was wondering what to do. But for her happy, that is what was the announcement given to her, she was not having match on that particular day. I was fortunate, but some of the teammates were not so lucky. So who is lucky person here? Mary Kom is lucky because she was not having any match on that particular day. She can take rest. I was able to rest well enough to face my opponent in the round. Opponent means the opposite person. That is the challenger who is going to meet her in the competition. Is a round which I won comfortably. My fear of facing new opponents quickly vanished. I competed in the 48 kg in the championship, while teammates lost one after the other. I went on to reach the finals. I was even hopeful of winning the gold. The boxers were not unbeatable as I had earlier thought. So what she was telling, she kept on beating the people and she won, and she crossed, she came till semi-final. So what is happening to her? Now, after a long journey, she had a jet lag, while others had match on that day. She did not have one, so she felt very lucky, and she was very much having fear facing a new opponents, and she has completed 48 kg in the championship, while teammates lost one after the other, but Mary Kom was completely moving on to the final stage of boxing. See what is happening now. I felt like this would be the place, the event that would change my life. I kept telling myself I can face anyone in the ring. Quarter final, defeated Nadia Okomi of Poland, and semi-final defeated Jamie Behel of Canada. So she defeated these two persons, and for the finals when she came, she lost to Hula Sahin of Turkey because referee stopped contest applicable if the referee feels one of the boxers is inferior to the other and risks getting hurt badly. That is RSC, the meaning of that. Okay. So what is happening? She was able to defeat two persons, but for the final place she was not able to defeat. She lost her match. The greatest disadvantage for me was my loss of appetite. Appetite means what? Hunger, not eating food properly in the given time. I was not accustomed to the food there. She was not able to eat the food what is given. She doesn't like that kind of food. Try as I might, I could not eat the food and I started to lose weight. So she stopped eating food. She doesn't like the taste or smell or like that, and she stopped eating food, and finally what happened to her? She was able to lose her final match. So much so that before the finals I was only 46 kg. This is probably what cost me my dream of winning gold, and I was very disappointed. I went to my room and cried. What happened? First two match she won, and the final match she started to what? She final match she was not able to win. But the coaches were kind. They consoled me and lauded me on the silver win. So they said the coaches, they just appreciate her and told her that she cannot be discouraged for getting silver medal. At least for the country, she has won the silver medal. That was the first medal what she has won. I was the only one in the team to get the medal, but the biggest thing I took away from the championship was the conviction that I could take on any boxer. What is the meaning of the word conviction? Means firm faith and belief. She was having it. See here, she enjoyed Chinese food but found difficult to use chopsticks. She tried to manage it but ended using both the hands to hold the chopsticks. And she lost her appetite and lost her weight before the finals. This was the reason for her losing in the final, because she was not eating the food properly. Because of her appetite, she was able to lose her final match. And finally she won silver medal. See, but the biggest thing I took away from this championship was the conviction that I could take on any boxer. I said conviction means what? Firm faith or belief. In the course of my career, I have become used to travel and to that different ways that things work in the other countries. One time in China, we were given chopsticks to eat our meals with. Just when I had painfully begun to master the art of using a knife and fork, I had to use 2 sticks to fill my stomach. Somehow she was having the chopstick and she was able to fill up her stomach without using the spoon. In the course of my career, I have become used to travel to different ways that things work in other countries. On time in China, we were given chopsticks to eat our meals with. Just when I had painfully begun to master the art of using knife and fork, I had to use 2 sticks to fill my stomach. I ended up using both my hands to hold the chopstick to pick up the food and push it into my mouth. She used both her hands to eat her food. My teammates asked for spoons, but I tried to manage with the sticks. So without using the spoon, she managed to eat the food with the stick. It helped that I really enjoy Chinese food. I was hungry enough that I managed the complex work required. I ate enough to save my appetite and my palate. After 5 years of traveling, I started taking along some packed food from home. So she knows that because of appetite, she was missing her final match, and she lost the gold medal. So she started to eat properly, and she started to take packed food from her home and started to eat according to the given time so that she can win the match. Okay, this is a chopstick. She enjoyed Chinese food but found it difficult to use chopsticks. She tried to manage it and ended up using both her hands to hold the chopsticks. On my return, now what is happening? After this winning the silver medal, she was being back to Delhi, and there in Delhi, she is being given a warm welcome at the airport. Back to Impal, I was greeted with garlands and drum beats and dancing. So the many people started to welcome her because she was the first women boxer who won the silver medal for the country. There was a victory ride across the town, and felicitation program was held in Langol, an area that houses the government quarters. Thanksgiving prayers were said and words of praise and adulation were showered on me. What is the meaning of the word adulation? Means appreciation. Were showered on me. I was presented with traditional shawl. Oja Ibo Macha was also present and was duly felicitated. When I spoke to the people in Langol that day, I spoke of my hope that I would win a gold in future tournaments. So she was giving a speech and addressing the gathering in Langol, and she was just telling that she has not lost her faith, and she was just giving hope and telling that she will win the gold medal in future tournaments. The first international medal, silver, will always mean a lot to me. The fight and all that followed are clearly etched in my memory. But deep inside, I was not happy with silver as I touched down to India. I vowed that the next time I would bring back gold. I knew I was good enough. So she was confidently telling that inside my heart, I was not at all satisfied because I got a silver medal, but I'm just taking, that is what she's telling. I vowed that the next time I would bring only gold medal for our country, India. I knew that I was good enough to do that, and I will be winning the gold medal. So see here, she was given a warm welcome at Delhi airport in Impal. A victory march was taken. People showered praises on her for winning the silver medal. Till this, I'll be stopping, children. So what is your duty? You have to sit at home, take your reader and go through the lesson again and again. If there are any difficulty words, or you can find out the meanings at the back of your reader. Glossary meanings are there. You can refer to that and you can learn. As usual, after my teaching, what are you supposed to do? You have to do your assignment test. 5 questions will be given based on the lesson taught. You have to write it in your classwork notebook. If you don't have the classwork notebook, please pay the fees and get the classwork notebook. Start writing in your classwork notebook. Put the date and start writing it. If you don't have the notebook, you can use your rough notebook. Is that clear? And you have to post it in the GCR. On the very particular day, you have to play the Kahoot. Before 11 p.m. you have to finish it off. And I am reminding you about playing Kahoot. Capital M, and it is not O. You have to type it as 0. Capital M, 0, no space, your admission number and your name. If you miss any of these things, no marks will be given for Kahoots. So please play carefully and also learn all the question answers, whatever is given related to the lesson taught. The remaining half of the lesson will be taught next week. Till we meet again, thank you children for listening so far, right?